Hey guys, welcome to Critical Beauty Salon. Now, did you guys watch the recently concluded Miss Universe 2021 preliminary competition, both in evening gown and swimsuit? And this was later followed by the national costume show. Okay, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I'm just gonna give you my list of top 16 favorites whom I thought really did very, very well during the preliminaries. They're in random order. And I'm gonna start with okay, I'm gonna start, well, actually in random order, but I'm gonna start with the Dominican Republic. Okay, let me tell you about the Dominican Republic. What she lacks in facial beauty, I mean, maybe some people think that she's really pretty and stuff. I don't find her personally facially appealing. And by the way, she was not the original Miss Dominican Republic, because the original Dominican Republic was not able to compete in Israel because she had contracted COVID. So she was replaced by her first runner-up. So anyway, I thought Debbie, Miss Dominican Republic, was amazing. She has one of the most amazing killer body, a swimsuit body. I mean, she's like totally perfection. See, she is your typical Latina beauty, and Latinas basically rule the runway, okay, in swimsuit and also in evening gown. So Dominican Republic is one of my favorites in the top 16. Second one is Mexico. Okay, well, in the beginning, I really didn't care much for Mexico because I thought she was not as strong as her predecessor, the current Miss Universe from Mexico, Andrea Mesa. But I think tonight, she actually, Deborah Halal actually proved that she could do a back-to-back win for her country. So I thought she was very impressive. Although I wasn't really particularly fond of her hairdo during the evening gown competition. So that was a bit to me problematic, but nevertheless, she was amazing. Next girl on the list is Belgium, okay? Kellis de Tour. Okay, so when she was crowned Miss Belgium, I said to myself, okay, well, she's pretty, but is she going to be very consistent during the competition? Because you know, European girls have this reputation of being gorgeous and stunning in the beginning, but once they arrive in the host country, once they start competing in the actual competition, they lose their energy and they become less and less consistent. But Belgium proved me wrong. She was amazing in both the evening gown and in the swimsuit. And guess who trained her? Crystal Stewart, former Miss USA 2008 from Texas. So yeah, next one on the list is Puerto Rico. Okay, so Puerto Rico was not, Michelle was not really my favorite for the crown of Miss Universe Puerto Rico, but she actually, I learned to warm up to her when the more videos or video clips and lives that she did on Instagram, the more I was drawn to her. I think it was her personality. I find her very, very cariñosa, very, very affectionate, and she always acknowledges her fans. There isn't a day that goes by where she blows kisses to all her admirers in public, and that to me is very, very attractive. So Puerto Rico is also one of my favorites, and I think she's very, very strong this year. Next one is Venezuela. Again, Venezuela, she wasn't my favorite when she was crowned Miss Universe Venezuela, but you know, Venezuelan girls have put a stamp in the pageant world as being the most competitive, the strongest, the fiercest girls in pageantry. So I think Luisette Materan will make the top 16, not because she's Miss Venezuela, but because she's just damn good. You know, I've seen better Venezuelan girls in the past, like facial beauty wise, but I think even though there's some angles where Luisette looks kind of weird, or she has this evil side-eye look, nevertheless, she was amazing tonight, and I think Venezuela is going to make the cut. Okay, now moving on. Next one is Vietnam. Okay, let me tell you about Vietnam. I think of all the Asian candidates this year, I think Vietnam is one of the two strongest. I'm going to mention the other one later, but Vietnam really, 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 really surprised me. She has an amazing biography. She speaks English quite well, which is unusual for some of the past Vietnamese delegates. She's well educated, and she's just facially beautiful, and she killed the swimsuit competition, and her evening gown was also on point. So I really, really, really love Miss Vietnam Nguyen Kim Duyen. Next one is USA. Okay, Elle Smith. She wasn't my favorite when she won, at Miss USA competition. I was actually rooting for her first one up North Dakota. But my only criticism of Elle is her hairdo. She had the same hairdo when she was crowned Miss USA, and I was expecting for a different look. She could keep her curls. I think her curls were beautiful and cute, but I wish she would like pull her hair back because she has a beautiful face. I love, love, love her sparkling blue, green eyes or whatever, but she has one of the most amazing faces in the competition. Her gown is a Michael Cinco gown, which is absolutely to die for. Probably one of the most expensive gowns ever. And she killed the swimsuit competition as well. And she has a great body, great personality. She is an eloquent speaker. She's only 23, but she's a professional journalist. So, she speaks very, very well, and I think that's her greatest asset is her speaking skills. So I wouldn't be surprised if she makes the top 3 and eventually win USA its, ninth crown? Next one is Spain. Okay, I think a lot of pageant fans have Spain on their list because how can you not miss Spain? Okay, Spain is absolutely gorgeous. I think of all the Europeans, she has the most beautiful face in the competition. She's consistent. Her swimsuit, fabulous. Her evening gown, amazing. I love her national costume because it's an homage to Spanish artist Salvador Dali. I'm sorry. Gaudi, Antonio Gaudi, the architect, by the way. So I think Spain is going to be in the top 16. Another strong contender, South Africa, Lalela Mswane. I'm so glad that South Africa decided to compete, go to Israel, despite all the controversy surrounding her involvement, politics and all that stuff. So I'm so happy that she was able to come to Israel and really represent her country, South Africa. Not so much so as the political situation going on, but to represent the entire rainbow nation. And I think if Nelson Mandela was alive today, he would be very proud of Lalela. So go South Africa. Another one is Paraguay. How can you miss Paraguay's amazingly gorgeous, angelic, beautiful face and those big blue eyes? I think she's the face of the competition. Maybe Spain too, but I think I'm leaning more towards Paraguay as being the face of the competition. You cannot miss Paraguay. My only criticism was that I wasn't particularly fond of her gown. It was just kind of like very too common. I was expecting for something more expensive looking, more surprising, something more different perhaps. But other than that, she killed the swimsuit and she was just simply phenomenal. What can I say? Another girl on my list is Kenya. In the beginning, I was sort of like ignoring Kenya because I wasn't really, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. I don't know. I just didn't know what to expect from her. But now, after I've seen her after the preliminaries, I think she's the strongest delegate from Africa. I think some people would agree, and I think my friend Gian Lasala, just wonderful, amazing Filipino designer who's designing the evening gown for Kenya. If you're watching this, your girl is one of my favorites, and I think she could take it all. So go Kenya. Another one is India. India has been sitting in the back room for so many years. I think this year India will definitely make the top 3 and even win India's 3rd Miss Universe crown. Harnaz has the most beautiful face, and besides Vietnam, India and Vietnam are the 2 strongest competitors from Asia. So between the 2 of them, it will all boil down to maybe the Q&A or the interview competition. As you know, Indian girls, they're very, very eloquent, and every time they open their mouth, something amazing comes out of their mouth. And I'm just like drawn to Indian girls, the way they speak, the way they express themselves. It's just very amazing, phenomenal. So India, I expect India to be in the top three because Harnaz is simply phenomenal in both the swimsuit and in both the and also evening gown competition. Another one is Chile. Okay, I was very hesitant about Chile in the beginning because I wasn't sure exactly how to feel her. But after having seen her live Instagram chats, her interviews with other vloggers, the way she interacted with her followers, and the way she speaks English, I think her English is outstanding. Having seen her performance both in the evening gown and also in the swimsuit competition, I think Chile, Antonia Figueroa nailed both competitions. It's been a while since Chile, I think, has entered the semifinals. I can't even remember the last time when. But Chile's Antonia Figueroa is the strongest delegate from Chile in a long time. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chile makes the top 5 this year. And guess what? Her advocacy, she's an environmental engineer. And since Miss Universe is now focusing on helping Mother Earth and spreading environmentalism and ecological awareness, what better candidate to pick to do the job but Chile? Antonia Figueroa, who's an environmental engineer. So go Chile! Another one is my sentimental favorite, Bahamas. Chantel, if you're watching this, I love you. You are amazing. I've seen your growth from the moment you were crowned Miss World Bahamas 2015 and now Miss Universe Bahamas 2021. I've seen your evolution. You've grown into this beautiful, amazing young woman, very smart, very eloquent, very personable, very warm. And the camera loves you. I mean, you were just radiant during the entire competition. And I was so happy that when your country was called as the winner of the first Carnival Spirit Award, I screamed. I'm like, ah, Bahamas, go! And of course, your colleague, Chile, had also won the Impact Award. So congratulations to both of you. But my only concern is that usually when Miss Universe gives out special awards to contestants, usually it's like the kiss of death. I mean, knock on wood, heaven forbid. What that means is that usually if a girl receives a special award, they don't necessarily advance to the top 16. But so I'm praying to God, hopefully this year is going to be very different. Hopefully the judges will recognize the Bahamas, because the Bahamas has not placed ever in the history of Miss Universe. And this country has been sending excellent, amazing, beautiful representatives, and they're not recognized. So when Bahamas was called as the recipient of the Carnival Spirit Award, I said to myself, oh my God, finally the country has been recognized by the Miss Universe organization. Finally, it's about time. So God, please, please, please have the Bahamas on the top 16, okay? And my favorite for the crown, and I've been following her from her Miss Earth days, of course, Colombia, Valeria Ayos. What can I say about this amazing, outstanding young woman? It's something about her voice. Every time she opens her mouth, she speaks with a lot of love, with a lot of sincerity, with a lot of honesty. I don't know if you saw her Miss Universe Colombia performance, but she was phenomenal. Something about her face is just gorgeous. I mean, her body, she was amazing in the swimsuit. Although her swimsuit choice was not my favorite, I think she chose one of those two-piece, but the bottom part was kind of like high-waisted. And to me, that sort of like resembles like a granny pants. So I didn't care much for that. But it's the way that she walked, the way she projected herself on stage, her movement, everything was just calculated. And from the very beginning, from day one, she has always been very, very consistent. And there isn't a day go by that I don't check her her social media, for more information and updates and whatnot. And I don't know if you guys saw her interview, her Instagram live chat with Olivia Keto, who's the skincare sponsor. She was just phenomenal, and I could tell that Olivia Keto loves Colombia. So Valeria, if you're watching this, I hope to God you will take the crown for your country. Colombia has been robbed so many times in the past decade, and I think Colombia deserves its third Miss Universe crown this year. But you know what? Anything can happen. There's an incredible batch of intelligent, amazing, outstanding young women. But I swear to God, any of this one from my top 16 list would make a wonderful, excellent Miss Universe 2021. Okay, so that's how let me repeat again. Dominican Republic, Mexico, Belgium, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, Vietnam, USA, Spain, South Africa, Paraguay, Kenya, India, France. Oh, did I say something about France? Colombia, Chile, and Bahamas. Yeah, about France, by the way. Okay, as you know, France had to be quarantined for 10 days because she had contracted COVID, but 2 days ago, she tested negative and she was able to compete in the preliminaries, so thank God, that was amazing. But this young woman, Clémence, she proved everybody that despite having recovered from COVID just 2 days ago, she was ready to kill the runway, and guess what? She absolutely killed the runway. I didn't care much for evening gown choice. It was kind of like brownish, I didn't care much for the color, but the style, the cut was okay. Swimsuit, magnificent. And I especially loved her national costume, which is a tribute to the great French-American singer and actress, entertainer, Josephine Baker. So that was one of my best favorite costumes this year. So vive la France. So there you go, France, Chile, Bahamas, and Colombia to top everything off. Now, I have some contestants who are like bubbling down the list. I included Thailand and Philippines. Those two Asian countries, I think, I don't want to offend fans from Thailand or the Philippines, but I think the only reason either of these countries can make the cut is because of their either connections with sponsors or connections with the judges. As much as I love the Philippines, I didn't care much for her hairstyle and her choice of evening gown. So I don't know if she was trying to look Thai, but she had some Thai features. I think that gown cut resembles pretty much some of the Thai designs in the past. And also she has this, I don't know, those two strands of hair that were framing her face, that sort of like really bothered me. So I didn't care much for that. Her swimsuit, her performance was okay. Thailand, she was okay. I mean, she kind of like lacked energy. I had this impression that she was there only to represent her country, Thailand, but not necessarily to compete. I mean, that's just my impression because, as you know, she won the first pageant that she ever won was her national competition, Miss Universe Thailand. She didn't have any experience before that whatsoever. So basically, she was taking a huge risk of representing her country on an international stage. But I think she's having a good time. I think she's making a lot of good friends, and with her advocacy on body positivity, I think she's influencing a lot of people. So that is very, very good. But I just don't see her entering the top 16 because of a mediocre overall performance. Another one in my bubble list is Ghana. Ghana could be a dark horse. She could pull a surprise. She was amazing in her swimsuit. Didn't care much for her evening gown, but she excels in her interview and her communication skills. So I think she could pull a surprise. Another girl, which I consider a dark horse, is Armenia. Ever since I saw Armenia's video, I mean, she just basically blew me away. Oh my God, this young woman is amazing. She knows exactly what she's talking about. She's involved with environmental issues in her country. She speaks English very well. She speaks French very well. And her national costume was to die for. I think it's one of the best Armenian costumes I've seen. Her gown was equally fabulous. And of course, she also killed the swimsuit. The only reason that I can think of why she's not going to enter the top 16 is because she doesn't have that sash factor. And if judges have an open mind, if they forget about the sash factor thing and just consider everything objectively, I think they might consider Armenia into the top 16. But it's quite a long shot, I would say. Another girl in my bubble list is Great Britain. Great Britain, when she was crowned Miss Great Britain, I was very happy for her, because she's good friends with my friend Jody, who lives in the UK. Hey, Jody. So I think she could pull a surprise. I love her gown, her choice of gown. She seems to be very personable and very warm in person. So I think she could also pull a surprise. Another one is Argentina. Okay, Argentina in the beginning, when she was crowned Miss Universe Argentina, okay, and I said to myself, oh God, another girl that looks kind of like mediocre. But I've seen her progress. Her makeover was fabulous. I think they did a good job making over her hair and also her makeup. Her evening gown was not bad. It was okay. She nailed the swimsuit competition as well, but I'm not sure how she did during the face-to-face interview with the judges. So, but I'm still hoping that she could be a possibility for the top 16. So we'll see. Another girl is Malta. Okay, facial-wise, she's really not one of my favorites, but this girl has an amazing body. She has a great stage presence. Her catwalk was to die for. She did all the right moves. She did all the right turns. So she was simply phenomenal. And her evening gown was okay. But her communication skills is also amazing. I've heard her speak English very, very fluently, and I like the way she expresses herself. And I think she could definitely have an impact on the judges. So, that's it. Oh, I think my biggest disappointment is Brazil. I don't know what happened to Brazil. Poor Teresa. I mean, I loved her when she was crowned Miss Universe Brazil. I mean, she wasn't my favorite when she won Miss Universe Brazil, but I gave her a second chance. So I said to myself, okay, Teresa, give me some evidence, give me some proof that you can be just as fierce as the other contestants in Miss Universe, especially your fellow Latinas. And I was expecting for some oomph, some force, some magic. I just didn't see that with Teresa, with Brazil. She almost tripped in her evening gown, which, by the way, did not really suit her. I mean, she wore this strapless golden gown. She really looks like a sausage. And then when she was coming down the stairs, she almost tripped and she lost her balance. And I thought her swimsuit performance was just okay. It wasn't as exciting, or it wasn't as powerful as, let's say, Colombia or even the Dominican Republic. So I was like very, very, very disappointed. But hopefully the judges will bypass all that and still consider Brazil, for the top 16. So basically that's it, guys. So what do you guys think? Who are your favorites? Comment below. And if you're a new subscriber, please subscribe, click the subscribe button and click the bell icon below to receive instant notifications for the next video. And we're just gonna wait who will be crowned Miss Universe 2021 on December 12th, starting at 7 p.m. here on the East Coast. And it's going to be telecast live in Israel December 13th at 2 a.m. in the morning. So get ready. I don't know, go food shopping, have some, get your bottles of wine, whatever you usually eat when you watch Miss Universe coronation night. All right, thank you guys for watching. Have fun, have a wonderful weekend, and have a safe week. Bye.